Good morning and happy Thursday. It is Thursday, June the 25th. I just have to look at my calendar to make sure because you know how I get mixed up on months and days. So, yes, today is June the 25th and we've got a little bit of overcast here in North Carolina and probably some showers and thunderstorms coming in. And if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Christine Kingston and I'm a grateful 3-year recovering addict. And I come to you to read to you the Day by Day by Hazelden, the Daily Reflections by Alcoholics Anonymous, and the Just for Today Daily Meditation by Narcotics Anonymous. And I read these so you don't have to. And I also read them for my own mental health because this keeps me in my program that I'm working, and hopefully it gives you some brighter news for the day, and in case you come about some type of problem, you can look back on this reading and remember what it suggests for you to do. So with that being said, we're going to dive on into the Day by Day by Hazelden. And just let me see what I did. I have 2 pairs of glasses, thank goodness. I keep one in here and one in my other room. I thought I had brought it in here, but I guess not. Okay, June the 25th, analyzing. Our inept analyzing could mean our failure at the steps and eventually cost us our lives. It's as if we were standing in a burning fire trying to understand the principles of oxidation and why or why not the fire might have started before we make plans for escape. What we need to do is to get out of the fire first and try to understand later. For a long time, we still stand on the fringes of our addiction and ponder our choice to go back. Have I made a clear choice? Yes, I have. Lord, may I learn how to relate to my higher power rather than my analytical mind. And yes, I do tend to analyze things a lot, and that is one of my character defects, is analyzing. It's not good for me to analyze, and it's not good for me to try to analyze others because that's not the way the program teaches us to do. And with that being said, I'm going to dive into the Daily Reflections by Alcoholics Anonymous. In June the 25th, a two-way street. If we ask, God will certainly forgive our derelictions, but in no case does He render us white as snow and keep us that way without our cooperation. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 65. And that's out of the Big Blue Book of Alcoholics Anonymous. When I prayed, I used to omit a lot of things for which I needed to be forgiven. I thought that if I didn't mention these things to God, He would never know about them. I did not know that if I had just forgiven myself for some of my past deeds, God would forgive me also. I was always taught to prepare for the journey through life, never realizing it until I come to AA, when I honestly became willing to be taught forgiveness and forgiving that life itself is still the journey. The journey of life is a very happy one as long as I'm willing to accept change and responsibility. And yes, change and responsibility, that is a big one. It is hard for people to accept change, and that's just not addicts and alcoholics. That's people in general. We don't like change. Change is not familiar to us, so we don't like it, and that's just the way it is. Sometimes we have to change in order for our lives to change. And that's what I'm discovering now, that change is really something that has helped me out a lot. And with that being said, I'm going to dive on into the Just for Today daily meditation. And it says, not just lucky, June the 25th. The process of coming to believe restores us to sanity. The strength to move into action comes from this belief. Basic text, page 25, and that's out of the Black Book of Narcotics Anonymous. Coming to believe is a process that stems from personal experience. Each of us has this experience. All addicts who find recovery in A have solid evidence of a benevolent power acting for good in their lives. Those of us who are recovering today, after all, are the fortunate ones. Many, many addicts die from our disease, never to experience what we have found in Narcotics Anonymous. The process of coming to believe involves a willingness to recognize miracles for what they are. We share the miracle of being here clean, and each of us has other miracles that await only our acknowledgement. How many car accidents or overdoses or other near catastrophes have we survived? Can we look back at our lives and see that we were just not lucky? Our experience in recovery, too, gives us an example of a higher power working for our good. We can look back at the evidence of a loving higher power acting on our behalf. It becomes possible to trust that this higher power will continue to help us in the future. And trust offers us strength to move forward. Just for today, my recovery is more than coincidence. My strength comes from the knowledge that my higher power has never let me down and will continue to guide me. And boy, have I had some near-death experience. I was almost killed on Christmas Day of 1996 by a driver trying to commit suicide. And thank God my daughter was in her seatbelt. And my best friend, he never wore a seatbelt, but he had seatbelt marks on him. And God was definitely riding in the truck. I was wearing my seatbelt, but my seatbelt failed and caused me to break my back and my neck at the time. But we did not know my neck was broken at the time. I had a lacerated liver. I had a traumatic brain injury that stuck out to here. I spent 6 days in a coma and woke up into a hospital room marked 666. And that was my spiral downhill, because I woke up being paralyzed in my left leg completely and my right leg almost all the way. But I walked out of the hospital 25 days later using a walker, but I did walk out of the hospital. So my God has been very giving to me, because not only was my life saved, I was able to walk again. And all of the times that I drove drunk or drove high as a kite and made it home is a miracle. And being clean today is a miracle. Sorry, I got a hair that's tickling me. Being clean today is a miracle, and continuing to stay clean is a miracle, because like the book says, so many of us never get to experience that. And that's a miracle in itself, that we do recover. And that's why I started this channel, because we do recover. And I wanted people to be able to see that we do recover. And I wanted to be able to share my life, my college life, and just the life of recovery with you guys. So with that being said, I'm going to close with the serenity prayer. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference just for today. And remember, guys, this is not the only thing I do. I have a giveaway going on right now, and I will leave it down in the description box, along with the rules and the YouTube disclosure. I also do unboxings of several subscription boxes. I will leave their links down below, and I am an affiliate with Moonglow Jewelry, so go check out their jewelry. I'm pretty sure that you will find some pieces over there that you like, and it can trace your special date and back to the moon that you were, and the moons glow in the dark, so it's really pretty jewelry. So also, don't forget about Face Mask Live Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'd love to see you guys over there. Bring your face mask, bring your wine, bring your snacks, bring whatever, and sit back and we'll have some chit chat. So with that being said, I love you lots, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.